while doing jungle camps. His clear time is one of the fastest, I believe. Apart from that, I don't really have much to say about Olaf. I would really need to play him myself. So we can see the teams have formed up now.
Yeah.
It seems to be similar teams.
Yeah, maybe Big Dog, Doobie, or Kratix can switch with the one after the. Oh, that's
And then
not
just
gonna
went.
happen.
Okay, so I'm just gonna switch scene real quick and put the blinds on, so nobody can spy on the summoners. So, what do you expect to see picked and banned this game?
Yeah, there's Amumu. I will. Will probably be. Oh, there's an Elise ban. How come?
Right, so we can see that they really didn't like that Elise up top. We see a trash ban
trash
now.
ban. Holy moly.
Interestingly enough, he wasn't actually picked or banned last game.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have the champion. I don't see a Shen ban though.
Well, there is one more ban left, and it went to Blitzcrank, so Shen is open. That is a correct assumption right there. Do you expect them to run Shen?
Are they going to take the global comp or the split push comp? See what they pick. He's going for Syndra mid probably, since Kirby is playing mid as his main role. Raider is actually his main role is top lane. So I don't know what is going on.
Well, they can obviously always switch. However, these picks are very interesting because these are champs that can play. They can play pretty much everywhere except jungle right now. Zyra and Syndra can actually also both AD. I wouldn't do it in a normal game unless you're trolling, but it is possible. I have done it before. They both have a very nice auto attack animation and a lot of utility on their spells. However, I expect to see them either mid, support, or top right now. We can see the Shen pickup by Cryptix, which was kind of expected, to be honest. I mean, he's a very strong champ. However, for those who watched the qualifiers last weekend, there are some champions that do pretty well against Shen in lane, which means that towards the late game, they can really shut down that split push.
There's Jace picked up by Birdie G, and a last second pick on Nautilus by Sexy. Was that intended or was that a random?
I really don't know. It didn't look like random. It looked like just a regular last second pick. So still, they don't really give away too much about their team choices right here. I mean, Nautilus could be a very strong jungler. He can also be a top or mid lane. I have seen people play him support as well, which is also a very good lane. Considering that 2 of the grabbing supports are banned, Nautilus is pretty much one of the last ones that can actually toss out a skill shot and pull that enemy AD towards him. Alright, so still not giving away too much about the comp here. I think we can safely assume that
Sexy left the game.
Mordekaiser would be mid. However, somebody left, so
What the? You don't like Mordekaiser?
I don't know if that was maybe that was why he picked that random Nautilus right there. Because I believe it was Saxy that picked Nautilus last second, so.
So what are we going to do? They're just gonna ban
Well,
the same
it's their
champions?
decision, so I'm guessing the bans are gonna be the same. I really don't know. I mean, it's their choice. He bugged out, so the Nautilus pick is probably gonna be different this time. The picks, however, seem to be going the same so far. Right, so they have a different picking order right now. Saxy was second pick last time. With Nautilus, he's last pick now. So this might actually be the first pick that differs from the there you go, from the last pickup. So what we saw last time on the purple team was Ezreal and Mordekaiser, I believe.
What's up with the? Oh yeah. We cannot say anything about it.
We can't give away too much about the about these summoners.
So yeah, same active game was not fun.
Yeah, that happens. If somebody quits the game, you're gonna have that pop up a couple of times before the game starts. That's a really cool graphic user interface addition that Riot added into the PvP.net client. I'm pretty sure it was unintentional because it really is a sucky bug, but you know Riot, I mean, it's more important to release a new champion and make it more expensive in IP and stuff than fix a pop-up. Right, so we see blue team going for a little bit different approach this time. They have not so much a long range slow champion right now, but a very bursty tanky AD bottom. It looks like Syndra is going to be bot lane, but we can't really say. I mean, I don't expect Cassie to be support. However, you never know. We could always see a Lee Sin support. I'm all for that. It's not bad, really.
I'm just wondering if Shen is going jungle or top lane. I know that Drada can play Shen pretty well. But yeah, maybe Cryptix takes it for a jungle tour.
Right, so it's kind of interesting to see what this Red team is gonna pick now, because they have a very very diverse team. They have the split push and the defensive Shen shield, which can shield somebody and then follow up into a taunt. They have the Zyra for the long range disengage and to catch somebody off. But then in complement to that team, or actually not so much complement, but not fitting that strategy at all, they have this really tanky frontline sustained damage Mordekaiser pickup going down. And then to top it off, they pick another kind of tanky disengage champ. So I'm pretty curious what the role of this Mordekaiser is going to be in that team.
I seriously got no clue. I see that Gek has switched with Drader, so that means that Cho'Gath is going top.
It seems to be Choga at top, yeah. He could be jungle though. I mean, it's really hard to say. Now, if you look at the other side, they have interesting comp as well, but they kind of lack a tank in their comp. I mean, they have this Lee Sin Jace combo, which is really a pokey bruiser combo.
Joined your channel.
Both of them can really like jump in and do a bunch of damage, but they're not really tanks. On top of that, you have this Cassio and Graves that really need to get close in there, which is going to be really troublesome for them if you have champions like Zyra to root you, or Shen to taunt you, or even Cho'Gath, who really makes it a lot easier to land his skill shots if you're close range, because then he can silence you prior to throwing out that CC.
One thing is for sure, the blue team has enough escapes to get out of fights, but really initiates. I don't know. What do you think? I think the initiating of blue team is not that great. If you look at the comps right now.
If I have to be honest, it's not. I think they're going to depend on maybe a Syndra landing a good stun as an initiate, which would really make sense. They could try and just force fights around objectives in the jungle, which would make Cassio a lot better. But really, purple team seems to have a very good disengage on their team. They have a very tanky front line. They have the Ezreal in the back doing some damage, with the Zyra providing a lot of utility and peel for him. Yeah. That being said, I'm not really convinced about the damage output of purple team right now. I mean, they have this. Obviously, the Cho'Gath does some damage if he builds AP, but really the majority of his damage is going to be his ultimate.
Yes.
The Shen is really a force to be reckoned with when it comes to tankiness. The Key Strike does some damage, which scales with health, but really it's not that much. Now, on top of that, the Mordekaiser, he has a choice to make. He is the only real character that doesn't have good escape skills right there. So if he's going to build damage and want to actually apply the damage to the enemy team, he's going to have to get close, and he's going to have to take some harassment from Cassio and Graves, which is not the best thing to do for him. However, if he builds tanky, they are really going to lack in damage to take down this enemy team.
I mean, tanky and like real-life Scepter maybe. He will probably also pick up the Abyssal Scepter.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Let's see what they picked.
Well, while we're
left your channel.
Waiting on that loading screen, I'm just gonna grab a drink real quick, and I'll be right back. The users can still hear you, so go ahead and tell about the summoners and who you think has an advantage, maybe level 1.
Okay. Yeah, as we can see, the trader is on top lane, where he is always be found. Cryptix takes the Shen jungle. Ezreal is bot lane with Sarah, and Mordekaiser is probably going mid, yeah. With that teleport, you really have to watch out for him, because he can just show up at any second. When Cassiopeia is probably also mid, when she's not paying attention. See what's going on.
What I would really like to see is this Mordekaiser teleport going together with home guard boots.
Oh boy.
I've seen
Oh
this
boy.
done a lot before.
The game has paused.
Okay, I see pause going down here.
Sick.
I'm just gonna go to a different scene for now. Without the lead client, so nobody can see where people are going. Actually, let me see. I'll just put on the webcam for now, so people
Oh boy.
can't see the screen.
You guys got warned. That down the street was to
So yeah, don't hurt your eyes. Be careful.
Nice. Yeah, it's fair enough to just alt tap this because
I can't alt tab to desktop because I have it set up as a separate window, so it still shows League if I'm on my desktop.
okay.
That's why I have to bring up something else for now.
A beer.
A beer, very good beer even.
Nice.
Very
Are you
tasty
still
ones.
drinking? Oh, the game has resumed.
Alright, so I'll switch back to the League of Legends screen right there. So as I was saying, I would love to see this this Mordekaiser teleport home guard boots. More and more people have been trying that. The one I've seen do this the most is probably Tabs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves to abuse teleport movement speed thing. I saw it done on a couple of other teams in Poland the last week, and it is really unexpected because that home guard speed buff, it lasts for 5 seconds, I believe, after you leave the platform. So after your teleport is done, you have 5 seconds of insanely fast movement speed up until you get damaged or you deal damage.
Quickblitz, what do you think about how the blue and purple team are setting up? Because blue team doesn't have any vision on their blue right now. They don't have any clue that they're invading that way.
Well,
oh, there's Jace.
you can see that blue team definitely is not positioning themselves too well to prevent that invade from going down. Their positioning over these brushes in the middle wasn't the greatest either, because they wouldn't have seen purple coming if they would have come through mid, and they could have had an easy first blood or 2 kills out of that. Luckily for them, they came from the top, and they got spotted. And Jace could get away by transforming into hammer mode.
I really don't understand why they didn't took blue buff. Because what you see that Lee Sin is doing, he's thinking they took my blue buff, let's head over to their blue buff.
Yeah, and
he's gonna steal it
interestingly
now.
enough, they're not defending this blue buff, so that's it's very strange.
What is Jace doing still there? He saw that blue buff is still there.
So Jace went to check if their blue buff is still up, and it is. So they realize that something strange happened here, and they are gonna have a jungle advantage because of this. Now you can see that Shen is going to maybe try and pick this blue buff up, or maybe gank middle. It's hard to say right now.
Your channel.
What's up, zutec? What's up, guys?
Hey man. We're just chilling. We're casting some of the community practice games. We had 2 full teams and nobody left, pretty much. So one of the streams was broken as far as we realized, so we just grabbed a beer and started casting.
Nice.
Spectating?
Yeah, spectator mode, looking at the players going at it, some trash talk going back and forth now and then. We can see some
Oh,
action going down on top. Lee Sin diving and flashing after this Cho'Gath, exhausting him. Red buff still going, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be nearly enough to kill this tanky monster. Using the really nice luck. No, it's
Dude, this is
darkness.
your stream.
The nightmare skin.
This is my stream we're streaming on. Yes, Kirby is streaming as well. I think that's Syndra and the blue team. So if you want to listen to what's going on, what's going through their heads right now, and who's shouting at who, you might need to check out the other stream.
I only have one stream.
Okay, well, in that case, Kirby turned it off. That's cool. You can just watch the stream and see what happens, man. They're really going at it fiercely. This Zyra is starting to take a toll on this bot lane. The plants
I want to play,
really...
but I don't want to play at the same time. I'm like, should I play League of Legends or should I play with Black Ops 2?
Dude, we're currently streaming.
Well, I don't know. That
Just
depends on which game you like best, right?
Go League.
Okay, who wants to play with me? I'm going in the game.
Alright, well, I'm pretty sure there's people in the UG chat channel right now. You can join that by pressing the little chat cloud.
Birdie G is going down by...
We see this nice play up top by Shen and Cho, picking up that kill on Jace, making that lane even harder for them. Alright, so you can join the UG chat room. It's this little cloud you press here. Type UG chat in there. There's people in here not playing. Some of them might be up for a game. You can see SCV Space Bub. He's looking for people right now, so that would be somebody to ask.
Quick Blade.
Yes.
Are you drunk?
I'm not drunk. I am drinking, but I'm not drunk. The reason I'm talking so much is because, like I said, I'm actually streaming. I'm actually casting a community training game right now. So if you go to your stream to the stream page on uncutgaming.com, you can see our players going at it 5v5 custom. You can hear us comment on the game. You can hear us say that this Mordekaiser just teleport gang to bottom.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Got a good double kill out of that, and as a reaction, some action going top, but it is not enough to take down this really tanky Cho'Gath.
Got to be kidding me.
The ward coverage is pretty much the same. Wards at the top. Oh well, also won the raids. Taxi is stealing Shen's raids. Nice. Oh,
Right,
there's
so
Mordekaiser.
Saxy going for a good invade. Mordekaiser are really getting angry about these raids getting stolen. Mordekaiser very farm heavy champion. Really, all you have to do on him is farm, and then at one point in the game you will be able to do a lot of damage to the whole enemy team. That's pretty much how he works. Cassio can counter push him pretty well, but he is a really fast wave clear. As soon as he has his Hextech Revolver, that's gonna be trouble.
Actually the same at top lane with Jace and Cho'Gath. They can both clear waves very fast.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing going down. Cho'Gath a little bit more than Jace is a very farm reliant champ. And once you get to a point where you're farmed enough, you have your ulti stacks up at 6, you're just gonna be like one massive brick wall in there. that really fast burst engage on bottom. You can see the Syndra ult taking down Ezreal really low and the ignite finishing off. Right, so like I said, if you're playing Mordekaiser, when in doubt, farm. That's all you need to do. Like, take your raids, take their raids. He should probably have a ward placed more offensively.
User left your channel.
Probably around the Wraith
Actually,
area.
it's in trouble. That ult's coming off from Cassiopeia. Mordekaiser shuts down. There goes Shen.
This is a trade where they catch Lee Sin off guard, but still manage to turn around that engage.
Really nice play from Lee Singa and
So yeah, you can see this. What you were talking about, this Jace wave clearing the creeps with this shock blast. Now Syndra positioning herself for a nice side gank. They don't have vision in the brush, so it doesn't turn out too good in the end. And they might actually be able to turn this around. And they choose not to pursue on this though. You can see that Syndra really underestimates the plant damage now and then.
It's going pretty even. They're both really aggressive on bot lane. Although Grace can push the waves way faster than Ezreal.
Yeah, Graves is a little bit of a better wave player. He also has more bursts early level. However, he lacks range. One nice thing about Graves is that once Zyra pops her plants, he should be able to clear them out pretty fast with that Q of his, if he chooses to.
Oh, it's actually, I just see it now. The Syndra has picked up 2 kills already.
Yeah. Like I said before, they did a test 2.5 weeks ago on the preseason patch on the PBE realm, which is for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, that's the beta realm where they test all the patches and changes before they put them on live servers. They did a test on which champions are actually able to put out the highest burst damage right now. And surprisingly enough, LeBlanc was second only to Syndra. And this has actually a lot to do with the fact that Syndra's ultimate, if she has her balls out, that ultimate can just shred your HP bar. And if you're a squishy AD character prone to build as glass cannons with relatively little health, that ultimate can take you down to about 20-30% without any real AP damage items. Now if you combine that with a ignite on Graves or even an ultimate, that can just pretty much easily pick up a kill. Right, so you can see
Blue team has slain the dragon in the meanwhile.
You can see that the dragon has been picked up by blue. You can see the blue buff being traded off to Cassio right now. Lee Sin really non-blue reliant jungler. Same goes for purple team. Now obviously Mordekaiser, their mid isn't
double trouble at top. Oh, the Shen goes off to Drader. Can they kill this thing out? And
you see Drader diving all the way back behind the tower and eating that Lee Sin, just instantly killing him.
That was such a great ult from Shen. This thing just kicked Drader behind the blue the blue tower.
Nice.
Shen ulted the Cho'Gath and they picked up the kill on Lee Sin.
Exactly. They taunted to Lee Sin, making the Cho'Gath ultimate very easily landed. by Drader, finishing him off like that.
Oh, and there's again double trouble top lane.
We see a
Oh.
lot of action going down, both
Nice.
top and bottom at the same time. We see a kill going down
Oh.
top for purple team. However, if you look down at bot lane, you can see blue team really turning this engage back and forth. They take a turret, and they almost managed to take down Ezreal to 0 again.
They are playing so aggressive at bottom lane. Both teams.
Now it looks like top turret is gonna go down. Lee Sin trying to save it, but really not being able to do much. Arriving too late. He doesn't have a lot of farm. He doesn't have any real defensive items yet. He has boost of mobility on Lee Sin.
Oh, Grace
with
is
the
in trouble
Wriggles.
at bottom lane. Grace is in trouble at bottom lane. Oh,
Yeah,
he can
I'm
put that
watching
away.
the engage right now. Looks like he's gonna get away though.
Yes, he's getting away. If only Mordekaiser had the ultimate ready.
That would probably have secured him a kill.
Yes.
No,
So, purple team-
Cassio's really aggressively pushing this lane in mid because Mordekaiser wasn't here. He went top, then he went bottom, and now he's back. So she's putting a lot of hurt on his middle turret. You can see Jay's coming up from the side, but really not able to do much against Cho'Gath anymore.
Really
Cassio,
aggressive initiates.
Cassio taking
Cassio.
some tower hits there. Able to get away, and we have some action going down on top. We see Lee Sin and Jace
Oh
chasing the
boy,
Cho'Gath,
Raider.
kicking him away from the tower towards the Cassio.
Oh,
Cassio
that's
trying to
Raider.
get some damage in, going very low. Is he
Ooh.
gonna manage to get away? No, he gets picked up by the Jace shock blast. Zyra managing to catch off Kirby in a brush that she just gained vision on with the plants, and she is going to be able to finish this. Is Graves going to answer to that? He's trying, but he's not going to be able to. He has to run away from the Shen and this Mordekaiser chasing him.
Cassio's
Are they going to
coming
be
in.
able to turn this around?
Got hit by the ult.
You see the Ezreal ult perfectly placed, the ultimate going down, he's almost away. Almost started safety. They are going to press this chase, and oh, he gets caught by the Cinder root. Not able to get away, and I think this is going to result in another tower for purple team. Jace trying to wave clear that wave, but
In the meanwhile, Lisinga is picking up the second middle turret.
this is just a game full of action right there. Lee Sin trading the turret down mid. They choose to back off of bottom turret for some reason. Probably the Cassio, I don't know. This is
Both teams are playing so aggressive, and with
getting-
only 2k difference.
pretty interesting. I'm just gonna bring up the timers here so I can see when the dragon is up. It's gonna be up in not too long. So let's see if they are on top of the dragon timers or not. You can see though this game is a lot closer than last game. It's 7 to 8 in kills. It's 3 to 1 on towers. 1 to 0 in dragons, I believe, and the money difference is a mere 1.5k. We see Shen landing a good taunt on Cassio. Cassio missing her poison by a lot actually. Forced to back out of that fight. Blue team being a little bit split up here. Seem to be on top of this dragon timer because they it has spawned and they are fiercely trying to defend this. Meanwhile, Cho'Gath is just being Cho'Gath. Pretty much just pushing the lane, pushing the wave, and just trying to be as annoying as possible in the top lane.
Dragon got picked up by the blue team.
Blue team picking up a clean dragon. Cho'Gath as an answer, trying to see if he can steal the blue buff. Decides not to. He's gonna actually decide to
That's
go
Casio.
around and go on the Casio. So you can see that Drader, he realized that this Casio is gonna want that blue buff. However, it's not gonna be enough to finish off Casio, and ended up not
That
working out in the end. Casio still not picked up the blue.
That Casio
Misjudging her
just
damage,
flashed
and
out
this
of
is
his ult.
costing them a lot of time. Really ending up turning bad in this mid lane.
Mordekaiser is going down.
Lee Sin barely surviving, but purple team managing to not actually pick up any of these kills. Lee Sin barely survived there. You can see the support barely survived, but they still managed to get the Mordekaiser in the end. So that turned out pretty good for blue team, I would say. You can see Kirby claiming that he is just too pro.
Well, son.
Again, directed at this bot lane. I
Oh,
think
Sexy
he's
is going for the Astral.
you can see
It's
this
going
Lee Sin
totally
chasing
aggressive on
with the
Astral.
red buff, landing the Q, landing the slow, Shen ult coming down.
Oh,
We can see the Mordekaiser coming in with teleport. I think it was a teleport.
yeah, but the communication just was not
But this
great.
Lee Sin just way too mobile for them.
If only if Astral would have walked back in instead of away from Lee Singa, it would have been
They
taunted
might
by,
have been able to pick
Shen.
him up. The Ezreal ult completely missing Lee Sin in the end. They're still pushing this, but taking a
Oh.
lot of tower hits in this engage. Casio getting silenced and caught out by Cho'Gath is pretty much going
Is
to
he
die
going
here.
down and Mordekaiser is picking
And Mordekaiser gets picked up by the Graves ult, and the support
up.
getting picked up by the Zyra coming in from the side by the Syndra, and
boy.
wow, they get a double kill, and that was a 3-for-1 in the end. So that worked out pretty good. They did a nice flank there, realizing that purple team didn't have any vision on that jungle, and they were pretty low after that prior engage, especially after taking that much tower hits. Well, in the end they didn't manage to get anything else apart from those kills. I mean, Dragon was down, the buffs were down, all the lanes were pushed to their side, so in the end they didn't get too much out of the engage. But they did go 3-for-1, so that's a little bit of an advantage to blue in that last fight. Now if you look at the gold again, it's still a pretty small difference. It's still well, not much more than 2k. This turret made it a little bit bigger right now, so blue team's starting to pull ahead a little bit in money.
Going to be around 3k now. So yeah, they're picking up some really nice kills and some objectives.
Yeah, you can see that pretty much all the outer towers on the map are gone. Blue team leading with one extra tower taken down. It is the mid tier 2, which is really good, I suppose, because that tower really denies a lot of protection and vision in that mid lane. And you can see that purple team doesn't really want to engage on this. All they're really doing is just kiting backwards and clearing the waves. Some laugh emotes going down there. Zyra trying to provide her team with some vision over the wall with her seeds. And Jason
Actually, I do not
Cassiopeia
seen,
moving to the side now.
I haven't seen like a perfect team fight for the purple team yet.
Not yet, but you can see that Jason Cassiopeia, they picked up the blue buff, but they take an extremely risky path here and are going to get caught up. Are going to lose that blue buff to, I think it was Cho'Gath in the end. So that turned out pretty badly. They tried to steal that blue buff, but ended up giving it right back. And now they're in a tricky position because they're 5v3 trying to defend this inner mid turret. Purple team, however, chooses to not push through. They choose to back off right there.
Gonna wait there in the bush because they're gonna think that they're going to do Baron, but
you can see
I don't
that
think
this,
they think that.
This blue buff just spawned.
Yeah.
You can see Lee Sin warding, and they wanted to make a trap. However, I don't think that's gonna be possible with the amount of pink wards they have. Now they're attempting this Baron, trying to clear the wards as best as they can. The Baron is going down very slowly though. See, Mordekaiser's getting chunked down pretty hard, and the engage is gone. Cryptic getting pretty much smashed. Mordekaiser forced to flash over the wall. Baron still bashing on people back and forth. You can see this Ezreal running away from the Graves, barely surviving. Graves going low now.
Makes a triple kill.
Team trying to take over this Baron now. Ezreal's still alive, still poking, but really low on mana. And chooses to back off and let them have this Baron. So that was that's gonna be 4 members of the blue team with Baron buff right now, and that's not gonna look good for that purple team right now. They just went back about to a difference of about 6k in the lead of blue. They're 4 kills down, 1 tower down, and that advantage is starting to build up right now. Alright, so what do you think about the build so far?
Well, if you look at Cho'Gath, for example, he is a tanky mofo.
Yeah, you can definitely see the new League of Warmogs meta going down here.
Yeah, you see 3 Warmogs picked up, yeah, so far. We got a first mallet on Lisinga, because he doesn't already have a slow.
Yeah, he's definitely going for another health item though.
Sexy using the dragon to get next to Ezreal.
And that was some very nice play right there.
Oh, the blue team has some really nice plays. Wow, Trader is actually pushing top lane. What is going on?
This blue team is going really aggressive, and then you can see this Cho'Gath just being annoying again. What's gonna happen though? Blue chooses to send Lee Sin up top to deal with the Cho'Gath, and they choose to press this advantage. They know that their Ezreal and their Zyra are down, which takes away a lot of purple team's damage, and they choose to abuse that to just go and take down the tower. You can see Graves is not caring about this Cho'Gath at all. He's just shooting the tower, trying to get that tower.
And it goes off. Got cancelled.
In response, they sent Mordekaiser bottom with teleport to try and take that tower, but Lee Sin very mobile with those mobility boots, with the home guard buff, able to defend top and bottom, and even seems to be able to pick up the kill on Mordekaiser in the end as well. Mordekaiser ult ending up not being enough to do enough damage to the Lee Sin.
Blue still has the Baron buff.
So yeah, and they built up another 1,000 gold advantage on top of what they already had. Just keep building that little advantage up to a huge one. You can see that that mid lane is not looking too good for purple team either. The inhib is pretty much open. All the other lanes for purple team still have the tier 2, which is gonna make defending a really tricky task for them.
Check out Cho'Gath. He just bought a recurve bow.
So Cho'Gath seems to be going for something like a wit's end in his build right now. I think he's just trying to make up for the lack of damage that they have right now. It really makes sense.
I would go for like an Abyssal Scepter maybe. Just get that magic pen up.
Yeah. Well, you can see though this fight turning out pretty good for this purple team. Baron buff ran out on blue, and they just don't seem to be able to provide an answer against this tanky front line right now. As for the magic pen on Cho'Gath, there's two ways to go about this. I don't think Wit's End is a bad pickup because it has the on-hit effect for the bonus damage. And
sure it's E, of course.
if you max E on Cho'Gath, it does about 80 additional magic damage AoE to your targets on every basic attack. So increasing that attack speed is going to do a lot for you.
That bird is still getting chased by Cho'Gath.
Yeah, chasing across the map. This Cho'Gath really doesn't want to let him go, but I think that with the help of Zyra right here, they are going to be able to pick him up. I don't know if it was worth wasting all that time running after him, but all in all, it got them a kill, so. This Lee Sin getting caught out of position by 4 members of the purple team. Trying to flash out, he uses his ultimate to peel, but not able to get out. Just getting completely collapsed on by 4 members of purple team. Now we can see Graves has his Guardian Angel up right now. Cassio trying to go for this blue buff. They're trying to get some wards on the Baron area. Both teams don't really have any wards here. Baron's not going to be up yet for a while, so I'm not sure if it's really needed. But I guess it's always good to have some vision. I'm not sure what blue team is doing right now. They seem to have a pretty good advantage, but then they seem to be a little bit unorganized right now. Running around trying to take objectives that aren't there. Maybe having some trouble pushing out the lanes, and Baron has just spawned. Purple team realizing that Lee Sin is still bottom, they just go straight for it. I'm pretty sure they know that blue team is in the area. They have wards, but they decide to just take the Baron outright. They still have vision on Lee Sin, so now they decide to go really aggressive on this inhibitor and decide that they couldn't contest that Baron, so they trade the inhibitor instead. Purple team not too broken up about this, picking up a kill on Jace, who was wandering around in that jungle. Looks like they're just gonna force a push right back at them in the mid lane. Ping's going down on that middle turret, tier 2. Ezreal picking up red buff in the meantime, probably preparing for an engage. Might end up being a little bit too late though.
Still a 3k difference.
Yeah, the differences are really going back and forth. Purple team coming back here by getting Baron. Blue team responding with the inhibitor take. And look at that, the Zyra ulti pretty much forcing that blue team to back out, leaving that Lee Sin to get jumped on by 5 people. And you can see that pings are going down on Jace and on the top lane towers right now. Blue seem to have trouble defending this mid tower against a 5-man Baron team without their tank being present. Jace being their tank in this situation, also not the most tanky person. He has some defensive stats, he has the Warmocks, but he does not match the purple team CC. So purple team really coming back from that disadvantage that they had. They managed to bring back the gold difference to a mere 1k, and they're still making it smaller and smaller. You can see they're taking they're really using this Baron buff to the fullest. They're taking down all that tier 2 and tier 3 towers right now. Pressuring on towards this top inhibitor turret. You can see that blue really has a lot of trouble preventing this push.
Purple's actually in the lead now with 1k. Oh no, sorry.
It's 200 gold, but it's there nonetheless. Oh, you can see the Ezreal ult catching Cassiopeia, and they are just gonna jump on this. Blue team just lost some of their damage and wave clear, and purple team just being so tanky. They just don't want to die to this turret. They can just dive for days and just tank it. Meanwhile, you can see the Zyra plants really harassing on the squishier targets, while the tanky targets just lay down some damage on that turret. Counter engage going down. Shirelius gets popped. Kirby forced to flash out. You can see somebody going godlike in that fight. Cho'Gath going really low. Lee Sin still chasing on. Three of the enemy team members has to watch out here. Getting turned on pretty fiercely by Shen.
That flash ult from Cho'Gath on Syndra. Holy moly.
Yeah, Lee Sin face bombing a lot right now.
What is Lee Sin doing there? He's waiting for Cassio.
So you can see this Cho'Gath, the barely survived but still alive. Lee Sin helping Cassio pick up the blue buff, but they purple team really managed to use this Baron very well, and they managed to actually turn the lead around. The kills are now 20 to 20. The game going very even. The gold difference again, merely a 1k difference, not even, and that's probably just that tower. I mean, if you look at it, one tower is about 1k in total for that team. You can see Mordekaiser failing his personal message to Zutec.
Nice,
Typing /all in front of /r, that does not work. The PvP.net is not smart enough to recognize that. So if you look at the builds overall, most of the people do have their core items done. So I'm really curious as to what's gonna happen right now. You can see Red increasing that small lead just by a little bit.
User
getting
joined
that
your
dragon.
channel.
Zutec? Zutec?
Yeah.
Zutec?
1 sec, bro. Still streaming.
Zutec? Zutec? You're streaming.
Yes, we're casting, man. We're casting, the community practice games, dude. This is like a really close game, man.
Okay, okay.
It's
I'll leave you-
20 to
I'll leave
20,
you to it.
7 towers to 5 towers. The difference going up to 2.5k now, but still
User
pretty
left your
small.
channel.
You can see the purple team really wanting to siege this bottom turret now, and blue really not able to provide a good answer. Jace just really lacks in tankiness, but there you have the Lee Sin trying to go aggressive, but gets face rooted by the Zyra plant, still going in aggressive. Tanks pretty much all the ults of the other team. Now blue team counter engages, takes a lot of pain right there by the Cho'Gath. Mordekaiser still barely alive, manages to take them down pretty low, and yeah, this is a 4-for-0 so far for the purple team, managing to extend their lead and really put the pain on the space. Graves forced to flash out. They managed to pop his G8 right on the edge off the fountain. Ezreal dying to turret damage, trying to get a kill on the turret, not being able to because the inhibitor respawn. Great are really low, and you can see Liz is really wanting to go for those kills right now. Getting another legendary status as the Graves. And Lee Sin manages to prevent them from backing. Zyra ulti going down. Shen trying to protect his teammate. Lee Sin still smelling blood. Being the blind monk, he's gonna have like better senses of smell and stuff like that. So he's still chasing on that. Zyra manages to save her by kicking her away. Graves picking up the Cho'Gath kill. Lee Sin managing to land and follow up his Q, dying to the Zyra ult as revenge kill. And Olis deciding to stop this chase right there. So yeah, a lot of action going back and forth between the teams right now. I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink because my throat is really starting to hurt here.
Holy moly, man! This game. 2 inhibitors down on the blue side, and 1 inhibitor tower down on purple side.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some very heated in-house tournaments in the near future.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because this competition is just too close to call right now. Both teams are really trading well back and forth.
What do you think of the Guardians Angel and Grace?
Well, I think it saved the game for them probably, because he was the last man standing in the last engage in blue base. They managed to pop his G8 right in front of the fountain. Once he came back healed, he managed to go godlike by killing Mordekaiser, defending the inhib, and getting a kill on Zyra as well, or actually getting an assist.
Bottom lane is pushing in for purple, and the Baron Nashor is up. What are they going to do? What is blue going to do?
Choices.
I think this is a free Baron for purple.
Yeah, I think purple is in a very strong position here.
But Drader and Shen are going back.
You can see Zyra wanting to pick up blue buff, didn't manage to because Mordekaiser got it anyway. They're warding around the Baron, but they don't seem to realize that Jace is clearing that wave bottom. Or decide not to go for Baron yet.
Cho'Gath and Shen just recalled. Well, they actually had a free Baron right there. Since bottom lane was pushing and Jace couldn't leave it. Could turn it into a 4v5 and end the game.
Yeah, blue team in a very very hard position here. Jace, he is their tank. He built mostly tanky, and he really does lack the damage to clear these waves fast enough. You can see Cho'Gath picked up an oracles there to make sure the blue team doesn't have any vision on those wards. And this is starting to look like a free Baron or Baron trap for purple team. Blue team still mucking about in the mid and top area, trying to get as much vision as they can. But this bot lane is starting to push in again. Now you can see that purple team is really utilizing this oracles. Somebody walked out the bush and spotted Cassio spotted purple team. Blue team realizing that purple team is not actually a Baron, but doing something tricky. Unfortunately, Syndra still gets caught, manages to flash over the wall. Popping the twin ghost to provide some vision. I think Zyra did the same. Didn't manage to reveal Kirby though. And there you go. They are attempting the Baron. Blue team does know about this and are trying to stop this.
Actually, stop going for Baron.
Purple turns around on blue team. You can see
Kirby
the Zyra ulti
damage.
going down. Graves getting caught in the Zyra ulti going low. Ezreal going on Graves, dying to him. Cassio still alive and kicking. Graves had his GA up again. Respawns, goes on a Cho'Gath, still dies to the Cho'Gath ultimate. Blue team really getting low on their damage carries right now. Lee Sin barely hanging on by the thread, trying to get away. Cho'Gath dying in the engage. Jay's missing his Q, but still manages to pick up the kill with the help of Lee Sin. Zyra ulti missing Lee Sin, hitting their tank, and now they're trying to two-man the Shen right here. Saxy has got to be careful here because there is a Sunfire cape on there, and Shen's key strike does scale with the amount of health. Mordekaiser teleporting in at a clutch moment, trying to turn this engage around. Birdie G getting really low, but using his acceleration gate to get away. Is he going to manage to get away from this? Shen trying to turn this around on him.
And it's gone.
Acceleration gate run away. He's trying to go suicide on the turret.
But he's so tanky.
He is pretty tanky. This is going to take him a while, but he still managed to get the execute. Ezreal ult missing. Purple ping's going down on Baron. You can see this bottom turret took some hits here in blue base. Graves back to push this out though. But purple team going to try and force this Baron again, knowing that these inhibs are still down and Jace is not going to be up for another 40 seconds, so are they going to be able to do this fast enough? Syndra popping up, trying to lay some annoyance on them, getting zoned out by Cho'Gath. Cryptix and Highly Sin about half health, but still managed to take the Baron in the end. The full team fight breaks out right there. Shen really seems to be the focus here, but they don't manage to pick him up because he's just too tanky. Ezreal getting a double kill on that, and Liz telling them GG, well played. So I think they believe that purple can finish right now. Jason Zyra trying valiantly to defend the base. from these waves, but they just don't have the damage between them to do anything to this tanky team.
This is over for.
All the carries on blue team are still down for another 30 seconds.
What a great
Solo support not being able to defend this, but this was definitely a very close game.
What a nice game.
The difference now in favor of purple team by 5k, which is still quite little for a 50-minute game. 29 to 31 kills, but a huge difference in towers though. That's most likely where that gold difference came from. You can see that purple team is 6 towers up, and I would say about 3 inhibs in the game, and that should be around 5 to 6k difference. So a very heated battle right there.
They were also aggressive throughout the whole game. They really wanted to win. They really wanted to pick up every single kill. Every single champ that was out of position, they took advantage of.
Definitely a very balanced game.
It's really interesting to see the boots of mobility with the home guard on Sexy though.
Yes, the really fast Lee Sin, he made use of them by defending top and bot lane at the same time against Cho'Gath and Mordekaiser teleport. So it seemed to be a good pickup when that went down. Same goes for that Guardian Angel and Graves. It got used very good. It prevented purple team from pushing down the base a lot sooner, but in the end didn't manage to make a too big a difference at the Baron fight. Right, so imagine what a real tournament would be like if these are just the practice games.
Oh boy, yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see that.
I think we might have to instate some rules against trash talking though. These bot lanes really didn't like each other too much. There, a lot of trash going back and forth between the AD carries and the supports right there.
We will set up some rules for that, and for the stream we can just shut it off.